Okay, we're looking at chapter 2, which is all about graphs. So getting started is just a review of some different properties. So take a look at the first one. It says, what do you think this bar graph might be about? Because there's no title on it, and a proper graph should have some titles. So it does have June, May, April, March, February, January. So some different, so I guess going the other way, January, February, March, April, May, June. So that's sort of the first half of the year, and something about the number of people. So basically it would be the number of people doing something each month for the first half of the year. Now, I'm not sure what it would be. Like the most is 600, so maybe it's the number of people. April's the biggest, March is the smallest. I don't know, vacationing, let's say. Okay. Label the vertical axis and title for the topic you named in part A. So the label for the vertical axis is going to be the months. Change the color here. So this, can't really turn my computer sideways. So that's months. And then people vacationing in the first half of the year. About how many people were there in April? Okay, more people that were there in April. So in April, there looks like there were 600. Then in 2 months, the 2 months before. So the 2 months before are March and February. So that is, each grid marking is 100. So that would be 450. So that's 550 there. So that would be about 50 more. 2 months after would be May and June, and that's 200 and 350. Oh, so it's the same because that's 550. Okay. Next one, Rob surveyed grade 11 students. He asked about their favorite type of movie. He recorded the results in a chart on the left. To create a bar graph for the data, you need to put the categories along the horizontal axis. So romance, comedy, so basically there's 4. For a bar graph, we like to have, if we can, spaces in between because it's not a continuous. So I might put this is my romance, comedy, action, and drama. And then vertically, the highest is 24. So you want to count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 grid markings. And 24 has to fit into that. So maybe if you did 5, you want to choose some nice numbers. So if you did 5, then every second would be 10. All right, so there's a little empty space. We don't like to cram everything in, but that's not too bad. So for romance, there was 9, so your bar would go up a little bit before 10. Use a ruler if you can. I just can't on the screen here. And then comedy goes to 21. A little above 20. Action goes to 24. And again, try to use a straight edge. I just can't, it'll take forever using the computer. 6 is just a little above. Okay, Rob decided to rent a movie to watch with some friends from school. What type of movie would you suggest? Well, if you go by most popular, then it looks like you would choose action. But obviously it's personal preference. Okay. Next one, it says draw a horizontal number line from 0 to 100. Label the scale by 20s, and plot those points. So here, you should really have a ruler. I can do a straight edge on this, straight line, but I can't measure it off per se. So if you get a ruler out, you would want to go, so start from 0, and I would probably go up by tens. And so think about how much space you have. So if you have, you would want to measure it with a ruler. If you have, say, 15 centimeters, then you want to divide that by 10 to get where your marking is going to be, right? So then it would be 1.5 centimeters for each marking. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I am free doing it by not measuring, which isn't the best, but it's what I have. It's all the choice I have. Oh, it does say to go by 20s. So I've done it by 10s, but then I'll label by 20s. So every 2 would be, oops, this would be 40, and then 60, and then 80, and then 100. Okay, and then, so when you're plotting 27, it's going to be 30's halfway in between, so 27 would be a little bit before 30. 51 would be a little bit after that 50. And 90 would be halfway in between 80 and 90. That's right, 80 and 100. Okay, now some percent questions. We're taking percents of degrees, it looks like. It doesn't really matter what the units are, but percent you need to remember to divide by 100. That symbol really means 100, a 1 with 2 zeros. So we want to divide by 100 to get the percent without a percent symbol. Of means multiply. 360, and then we'll put the degree symbol in at the end. So here 0.15 times 360 is, oh, missed the decimal, 0.15 times 360 is 54 degrees. 5%, when you divide by 100, that's 0.05 times 360 degrees. So 0.05 times 360 is 18. That's going to help us with circle graphs. Okay, here's a line graph. It says John works at a camp in Canmore. He uses line graph to schedule events for tomorrow. It was 16 degrees at 9 p.m. Plot this on the graph. So at 9 p.m., okay, 16 degrees would be right here. Which hour, so basically it's going dropping, right? In which hour was the temperature warmest for swimming? So basically, you'd want the warmest weather. So that would be between 3 and 4. 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. When did the temperature decrease? So a couple places, here to here, so from 4 till 5. I'm just going to abbreviate. just with the numbers. When does it, oh, sorry, it kept decreasing. So 4 all the way down to 9, sorry, then increased. It went from, so 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. and then from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. a.m., that's p.m. Okay, and when did it not change? That would be when it's horizontal. So from 11 to 1, and then from 3 to 4. 11 to 1, and 3 to 4. That was a.m., that's p.m. Okay, and then a circle graph. What is the measure of the angle in the circle graph? Complete the legend to tell what each sector might represent. Okay, so take a look here. We know this is 54, 108, and 36. So you have to remember that complete rotation is 360 degrees. So if we add all of those together, that's 108, calculator, 108 plus 54 plus 36 is 198, and then go 360 minus 198 is 162. Okay, and then types of coins, the legend for types of coins in your wallet. Well, really, what do we have? We have choices of quarters, dimes, nickels, and when this was written, this book, there were pennies. So often you might have more pennies, but actually, no, we can change that because we also have loonies and toonies, so forget that. I'd say probably the most frequent that you might have, let's say dimes for A, and then a few nickels, and then dimes, nickels, quarters maybe for C, and loonies for D. Could have toonies as well. Really doesn't matter. We're just making it up. And then the last question, so what percent is each rectangle compared to the large rectangle? So this is really just remembering our percent. So first of all, you need to know how many boxes in total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 50 in total. So the white, there's 2 out of 50. So you go 2 divided by 50 times 100. So that's going to be 4%. Basically, this is 50. Percent's always out of 100. So we can just double the number of boxes. So black, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that would be 16%. Light gray, I think would be this. So that would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that would be 20%. Spotted would be over here. And that's half of it, 25. So that would be 50%. Striped would be these. That would be 5 doubled is 10, and the whole large rectangle is obviously 100%. Okay, so that's your getting started.